was right there at 30 yards. I was over here. I was too busy looking at this dang doe. Oh, there's 2 bucks fighting over there. Oh, they're fighting. There's 2 bucks fighting. Big bucks. Bet. Good morning. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Well, I'm in the worst tree possible this morning. I think it's a beech tree. I'll have to look it up. But I'm sitting over where those scrapes were and that feed tree and those oaks were that I found yesterday. I'm set up just downwind of them. And just as I was getting my bow up in the tree, I heard a deer coming. It's technically first light already, but it's cloudy and you can't see anything. And it came in right downwind of me. So I'm really hoping that that's not the trail every deer is going to take today. If another deer does it, I might move. Because, I mean, this tree sucks anyway, so I might as well move. But I'm just going to sit here and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it was a doe. It blew like crazy. That's something about the deer down here is they blow way more. I don't know if it's just random coincidences so far, but every deer that I've heard blowing blows 50 freaking times as they're running away. Up where I'm usually hunting, they may blow once and they'll just wander off. I could hear that doe blowing as she ran a half mile away up the ridge. It's about first light now. Got all my cameras set up. I'm gonna get settled in and we'll see what happens. There's a couple trees up on the ridge where that doe came from that are absolutely raining acorns. Makes me think that's where that deer was coming from. But there's a few over there that are freaking dumping acorns like constantly. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. Probably gonna try to sit till about noon if I can. Unless I shoot something before then. I might be shooting a doe today. I need to let the air out of one's lungs. Right down here below me, 15 yards away, there's like 4 scrapes underneath an oak tree that rained acorns. I'm nervous it's a couple days old, but I still think, I mean, the scrapes are fresh since yesterday. Before I checked it yesterday around noon. There's a couple scrapes further up the saddle, at the very top of the saddle. There's a few little finger ridges that come down to the saddle right here. And they're just loaded with oaks that are raining acorns. To my east, about 250, 300 yards, is a really big clear cut. It's like an old mine. It's just really grassy and it's diverse habitat compared to the big open monotonous woods. And then, like I said, obviously there's a big saddle right here, big terrain feature that should funnel deer around right to here. Got multiple things going for me in this spot. Hopefully a deer will come. Hopefully a big buck will come. There was a deer blowing up that way. I know it wasn't blowing at me. So, and it sounded like it was kind of running towards me. Now there's squirrels barking over there. Wonder if somebody's hunting on the private land. Deer caught a whiff of them. I think I want to call. I don't know why. I just had the urge to rattle. So I'm going to do it. always feel like I screw up every single time, but I don't know if there's a right way to do it, you know? I just know it's hard to make the right noises from a tree. There's a buck and a doe right there. Are you serious? He's coming back. Well, that was exciting. He's not gonna leave that doe to come over here, but he wanted to. It's a little basket rack 8-point with a doe. I'd shoot him. He almost came in after I grunted at him again. They must have been right there when I was rattling, like 85, 90 yards away. Because he was looking at me in the tree for the most part. They probably watched me put the antlers away in the tree. Just bad timing, I guess. But they would have came down that ridge and smelled me anyways. We'll see if he comes back through. He looked pretty stupid. Again, they're kind of downwind of me though, that's the problem. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Well, it's been about 10 minutes since that buck was here. And I was considering moving over there where they kind of went through and where that doe went through this morning before light. But the wind just shifted and now it's blowing directly down into the bottom right here. So any deer that comes down that ridge won't smell me anymore. And I think it's just best if I stay put. There's deer moving right now. I don't need to be making too much of a racket. I already did when I rattled. Apparently those deer were right there when I rattled, so they either saw me or knew something wasn't right. He was curious, but he knew something wasn't right. The wind changing directions isn't good for the scrape, but I can shoot them before they get to the scrape, so that's no big deal. Hopefully this wind stays like this. I think it's just thermals pulling to the bottom. I don't think it's anything else but that. Turkeys don't mess around. He must have been chasing a doe. This rain's starting to actually pick up now, so I'm gonna get the camera away and I'll see y'all at the car. Much needed. Alright, rain's about to quit. Shorter lived than expected. I'm gonna go into that spot that I found all the scrapes and the rubs
the first morning. It's really far back, and I'm gonna have to hightail it to get there, but we're gonna try. The rain should be quitting here in the next 30-45 minutes, and it's only a few hours till dark, so yeah, rain should be quitting here in a minute. Let's get to it. That's scrape number 20 that I've walked by. Number 21. There's number 22. Let's keep going. Neither of these were there. This wasn't there when I walked out Friday morning. There's bucks in here. Let's see if we can get one. Alright. Sweet. Do I got audio? Yeah, I got audio. Perfect. It was a haul to get back here. I think I made really good time though. From leaving the car, it was 1.4 miles, and it's been 56 minutes since I left the car. I walked by 39 scrapes on the way in here. 39, not counting the one below me. So 40. That's a lot of scrapes. The reason I didn't stop at any of them and set up is because I think a lot of them were just 1 or 2 bucks that had cruised that road in the middle of the night. This scrape that I'm set up on is right next to this big area of really thick, high stem count stuff. I think there's gonna be a doe group at least, probably also some bucks living in there. This is also really far back. A lot of those scrapes, probably 15 or 20 of them, were on the main trail, not too far from the main road. And that makes me think they were done at night. These, however, I have a feeling I could catch deer in daylight right here. I timed it perfectly. The rain just quit like 3 or 4 minutes ago. I'll show you the spot. There's the old logging road right here. And I'm guessing that was a select cut a while back, but it's really thick, as you can see. Really high stem count stuff back in there. And it forms kind of an edge with this really wide open oak flat. And there's just acorns everywhere. And that logging road goes down and around. And there's a creek here. And my wind is blowing that way, out into nothing. At least I hope it's nothing. I'm gonna have to make sure to keep an eye out behind me, make sure no deer walking through that towards me. But yeah, there's a bunch of terrain types that come together here. There's a clear cut just up over that hill over my shoulder, up there, over that hill. Yeah. The other reason I like this spot more than just all the random scrapes along the road is there's a ton of rubs in these little trees right here. Almost every single one that I could tell. Like anyone that's not in the main thicket, but like on the edge, they're rubbed. So that's what makes me think this is more of the bedding area than just one cruising buck just coming through one time. I may be wrong, we'll see. But I think I'm gonna shoot a doe tonight if I get a chance and it's not too late. Like in the next hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll shoot a doe. But later than that, I don't know if I will. I'm really hoping a squirrel or something doesn't pop out of this tree right next to me, because I got a hole in the tree right here. That looks a little sketchy. I don't know if a squirrel or something's gonna pop out and attack me at some point. We'll see. Maybe I'll have squirrel for dinner. Anyway, I'm gonna sit still and see if any deer come out. I'll probably do some calling here in 15-20 minutes. It's 3:29 right now. Sunset's in about 2.5 hours. So, should be good. sucks. I never would have thought one would come from that way. He must have just been walking through the open hardwoods along the bottom. Golly. He could have came from up the mountain. There's a big mountain that way. God damn. At least it wasn't a giant, but he was coming. But he's gone now, that's for sure. Caught my wind. Now he's blowing at me. I'm gonna have to make sure to keep an eye out behind me, make sure no deer walking through that towards me. Wasn't a giant, but still a buck. And he's making sure nothing else is gonna come in tonight. Came in directly downwind. I had no idea he was there. He would have caught me so off guard, but I heard him when he was bounding away. Wonder if I got any footage of him or not. He was probably one of the bucks that are making these scrapes, that's for sure. Probably came down off the mountain, off a ridge or something, and was following that transition along the base of the ridge. I mean, when he smelled me, he was probably 30 yards away. If I had seen him coming, maybe I could have got a shot off, but I wasn't looking that way. I was looking that way. Never would have thought somebody else would be back here today. Well, I'm pretty sure I just pissed that guy off. I never would have thought somebody would come back here. It's a mile and a half back in here. And it's already, there's only an hour left, really. Hour and a half. It's getting in late as heck. Wow. Maybe he'll bump something to me, I don't know. But that sucks. This sit is cursed. No, bueno. A busted deer and a person walking in on me. That's two bad things. If three bad things happen, I just need to leave. But things are also darkest before the dawn, right? That was so stupid. I don't know. Equal odds that he bumps something to me as he's going wherever he's going, so props to him for just turning around and leaving though. That's what you should do if that happens to you. If you're hunting public land, somebody else beats you to a spot, at the very least, take a wide berth around them, or just go somewhere else. I mean, go somewhere else, but if they're in the way of where you want to go, at the very least, take a wide berth around them. Bet. Dang it. That's alright. She came running in. Wonder if somebody spooked her to me. I forgot to hit record the first time. Then the camera timed off. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't hit record. Oh man. She picked me off when she was right below me. I was moving too quick, trying to get the camera on and everything. That was a little doe. Her fawn was even smaller. Got me excited though, that's for sure.
cards and looked up and saw me. Because I was screwing around with the camera. Oh, man. Still got a few minutes left. We'll see if anything else comes in. At least she didn't blow at me. Now she started blowing at me. That's probably going to be it for tonight. I got one more morning. I think I'm going to start tearing down and getting out of here. It's getting pretty dark in these trees. God, they love to blow here. I wonder if it has to do with the bigger woods that they blow so much. Because in farm country, they do not blow this much. Not in my experience. I don't know what it is. Well, I think I can be pretty assured that she's not going to come back tonight. Or any other deer is going to come by here for that matter in the next 10 minutes. So I'm going to start tearing down. I'll see y'all back at camp. I got a long walk out of here. Let's get out of here. Time to take off the boots and eat some dinner. Oh man, that was a walk. I'm excited to eat. Got some caribou steaks on the menu tonight. Let's get them cooking. We got seasoning, we got steak, we got butter. Apologize for the crappy filming. We got honey butter, and most importantly, we got a way to make fire. We also have camp sourdough bread. I don't know if that'll be any good or not, but we're gonna try it. I'll update y'all when something changes, but for now I'm just gonna get things cooking. I'll let you know what it looks like when it's done. I'm gonna kill the heat for now and do that. Let it sit like that for a few minutes and it'll cook through. Alright, it's been a few minutes. Well, guess it worked out. Been a few minutes and I'm hungry. So, perfect medium rare. It's like a 7 out of 10. Not too bad. I'm gonna house this, get the pan heating back up, cook some bread. Try to make it nice and flat, almost like a pizza. We'll see how that goes. Finally got my honey butter melted, and the bread is still hot. That's gonna be so good. Fresh bread with honey butter. I wasn't recording. Nice. But warm fresh bread with honey butter on it. This is so good. Definitely gonna cook a second one. No questions asked. Thank you, Outdoor Boys, for the inspiration. I'm gonna sit here and cook another one, eat the rest of this one, and then I'll catch back up with y'all when I'm getting ready for bed. Well, the rest of my evening is going to consist of drinking some chalky milk, eating the rest of my fresh bread with honey butter. That one turned out even better than the first. It rose a bunch. And brushing my teeth and going to bed. It's already after 8 o'clock. Need to open some windows so I don't fog this place up too bad. And yeah, I'll catch you in the morning. Hopefully we can get after it and get a deer on the ground. I've had a few opportunities, but the camera's saving them every now and then. Believe it or not, it's a little bit harder to shoot a deer when you're filming it than you would think. Learned that last season. Anyway, good night. See you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. It is deadly calm this morning, as you can hear. There's hardly a breath of wind, and everything's wet and still dripping
have to take the back rest off if it's gonna start doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that off. When it gets damp, it starts squeaking when you turn. I forgot what I was saying. It's 38 degrees. It's cold. It's not freezing, obviously, but it's cold. It's cold as it's been this trip. And it's pretty much the coldest day of the year so far for down here. It's November 2nd. The rut's just starting to kick off. I'm sure there's deer locked down with those. I'm still trying to catch some movement coming from some crops to my east down into this saddle here that I'm set up in. I sat here yesterday morning and had an encounter with a small 8-point and a doe, and I saw 2 more spikes and spooked 1 more deer in the dark. I've moved over about 75 to 100 yards to the southeast of where I was before, and I'm hoping that makes a difference. My wind is good. It's blowing just right where I want it to. I once again am set up with my back to where I think the deer are going to come from, so that sucks. But that's just how I had to make it work with this tree. As it is, I'm still set up backwards. It still goes a really crooked tree. Here I can see where climbing stands would be very effective. There's an abundance of big trees that are perfectly straight for the most part and don't have any branches until freaking 35, 40 feet up. Those would be perfect for climbing stands. But I'm in a saddle and any tree bigger than I can reach around is a little bit tough to climb. And if it's too much bigger, it really sucks to climb. But I'm gonna sit here and see if any deer move through off this bean field to my east. There's bean and corns, I think. Bean and corn, I think. Hopefully something moves through this saddle. Now that I got a little bit of camera light, I'm gonna do a little bit of calling. I'm not gonna rattle, but for now I'm gonna make a scrape, if that makes sense. We'll see how it goes. See if anybody wants to come play. I just caught a glimpse of one down up the hill from me, about 100 yards out. A few minutes after calling. I don't know what it was. I know it was a deer. I'm worried it's gonna catch my wind though. If it goes too much further that way, it'll catch my wind. I don't think that one caught my wind. That was way too far up the hill for it to be smelling me. Yeah, there's no way that deer's smelling me. That deer's over there. My wind is going over there. And that deer was really far away as well. I mean, it doesn't help my case that there's a deer blowing, but still. We'll see if I can see that one that I saw. It's because there's a fox right here. That was almost worth it, spooking that deer off. That was cool. I've only ever seen one fox before. I don't know if I could have shot it or not. I don't know if that's legal where I am. But I do know the squirrels know it's here and
sure they get bumped by stuff like that all the time, so it won't affect them too bad. That's good. There's a deer moving now. I think it's a doe. It's probably gonna get my wind here soon. She might have just got my wind. It's been blowing that way a little bit. Well, I guess not. It's definitely a doe, though. We'll see if she comes a little closer. Damn it. Came in downwind of me. Might get a shot here. No. He's grunting at that doe. God dang it. Why do they keep coming in downwind to me? Every time. They come from the one direction that they'll smell me in. Every freaking time. He wasn't too spooked at least. Every deer that has come in, every buck that has come in this trip has came in directly downwind of where I've been sitting. Every time. I don't know what you can do about that. I think they'll come from one way and they come from a different way. I don't know. That was a decent little 8-point. Definitely was gonna shoot him if I could. He was right there at 30 yards. I was over here. I was too busy looking at this dang doe. Oh, there's 2 bucks fighting over there. Oh, they're fighting. There's 2 bucks fighting. Big bucks. There's 2 bucks fighting. He's coming. The loser's coming. Bet. I don't even want to talk right now. That'll do it. That'll do it. Well, that turns one of the coolest experiences I've had into one of the worst. Just missed him. Clean miss. There was a ton of deer that ran off too. There was like 6 or 7 deer over there. Bunch of does, a couple bucks. First of all, it wasn't a good shot on my part. I held a little bit low for him to drop. Too much. Oh, damn it. I thought he was at 30. He's at 37. That's what I get for not ranging it beforehand. My sight's set at 28. So I shot 4 inches under. Poorly executed shot too, might I add. The morning is young, we'll see if something else wants to come through. That was cool to see the buck fight though. Heard him snort wheeze a couple times. I don't know what else to say, it's just that I guess I need to shoot more. I haven't been shooting near as much as I should. This video to all of y'all out there who has in the past or still struggle with target panic. It sucks. My particular form of target panic is locking low on the target. So my pin will settle below where I want to shoot. And it is so hard to get that pin back up into the target. It's tough. It's really tough. I had made great progress with it for a while there. And man, if it didn't all come flooding right back when that deer was there. I'm sure you'll see on the video. That's why it took me so long to even shoot is I was like just holding the bow, just get up, just get up. And my pin was stuck right at his freaking knee. And I finally got it really close, let it fly. So that combined with him being 7 yards further than I thought he was, I just flat out missed low. I'm glad it was a clean miss, but it's still a miss and it really sucks. Target panic, for anybody out there who hasn't had to deal with it, count your blessings, because it will screw with you more than you know. And anybody out there that has it, like me, hopefully we can work through it, get past it. Makes you not want to shoot your bow. It's supposed to be fun to shoot your bow. When you have severe target panic, it's not fun to shoot your bow. It sucks. It just makes you want to toss the bow out of the tree and go home. That's target panic. Well, it's 9 o'clock, 9:15. I haven't seen anything. I've been seeing everything this morning. I mean, I probably haven't gone 30 minutes without seeing a deer. And as you can hear, the wind is starting to pick up, which is awesome. The time change was last night, so it's really like it's already 10:15 when it's 9:15. But I'm probably gonna stick it out for another hour or so, and then I gotta get heading back home. Oh, it sucks to miss, but at least it wasn't a giant. I can forgive myself on a smaller deer, and it's a good eye-opener for moving forward so that it doesn't happen on a giant, because that would suck. It's crazy how much I've seen this morning. I've seen a fox, about 1,000 squirrels, a bunch of deer. I mean, in that group of deer that I missed that buck, there was at least 2 bucks and, I don't know, 5, 6 does. And I've seen 2 more spikes as well. I've seen a pile of deer. I'd say it's been a pretty, I'd say it was a pretty successful trip, aside from not killing one. I saw deer on every sit. Every single sit I saw deer. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out for another hour. Give it till 10:15 to 10:30. This wind picking up will get some deer to move around a little bit, and then they'll get in their beds for the day, so maybe a midday mover will come by. It's a beautiful morning. It's been a beautiful weather the whole time. It's been great. I can't really ask for too much better weather early in November, but just didn't make the most of it on that shot. Alright, back on the ground. Let's go see if I can find my arrow. Everything always looks so different on the ground. Alright, it should be right here somewhere. That's the tree I was in. It was right there. Alright, I gotta turn you off so I can look at the footage. Jesus Christ, my arrow skipped 30 yards past where I shot him at. Oh. Clean arrow. As you can see, I was getting pretty frustrated trying to find him. I was find the arrow, just scraping away leaves. Got it finally. Saved myself 15, actually more like 30 bucks because of the broadhead. Guy actually came walking through while I was looking for it. He was coming to pick up his stand that he sat in a few days ago, so there's been some hunting pressure in here, but doesn't matter for me, I'm leaving, so got my arrow. See you at the car. Now you can hear me. Alright, I just made it back to the car. Before I close the video, I just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for following along on this slightly painful to watch journey, I'm sure. I'm getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, so I'd appreciate if anybody's still watching at this point in the video. If you're not already, click subscribe. And I'm thinking about doing some kind of giveaway for that 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you have any ideas on what that should be, let me know in the comments. Obviously I'm not rolling in money, but something nice to give back to the people, I guess. But let me know. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the road, head home, go see the wife. But thanks for watching, thanks for following along. And yeah, peace out. Thanks for watching.